Good morning, Mr. Roy.
Good morning. Good morning. Sorry, guys, for the delay. We were finishing up some stuff.
Yeah, we've only got uh, Twitter people on right now, so
All
no
right.
YouTube people yet, which is good. That's fine.
What is today?
No,
Wednesday. FOMC
today is
day.
Wednesday, and yeah, this stupid schedule I've been doing, it feels like Friday. So
I
I
bet it
think
does.
last night might have been the last night I tried that.
Yeah. I mean, it's you're trying to escape Trump, and then Trump got you that
Well,
other
yeah,
night.
I ended up having a good night anyway, but it's
Yeah.
just like last night you had a lot of stuff coming out, and gold and Dixie were moving together, which is really confusing if you've ever traded gold.
Yeah.
I
So
know that
that.
they're not always inverse each other, but the majority of the time they are, and when they're not, it just really when the dollar was ripping and gold was ripping, I was like, "What the hell are we doing? Why are we doing this?"
Right. So it's just doing my orb right now. So 604.05 is the low, and 641325 is the high
My,
on the
oh,
orb.
there you go. I was going to say my orb is not working, but I think I got it just too light right now.
So having
Make
an
it a little dark.
8 point range, not terrible.
Made it a little bit darker where I can see it better. Uh, let's see, that was. What is your orb showing, Roy? Let's see if mine's right.
I just do it all. I'm just doing the 15-minute. Let me see what the actual indicator's showing.
So your low should be 64.05,
Right, and
and then my high I
highs.
think is 54.13.25.
Yep, exactly. The basically it's the 5 minute candle.
Yeah. Well, that next one got your high really just a little bit above it, but yeah,
Hmm.
gotcha. Okay. I was making sure my mine was plotted correctly over there when I'm looking at it. Well, Roy, that damn excuse me, that indicator we were talking about, you could have got two longs off of it this morning. That would have paid out.
Yeah, I'm actually tracking it here. This is the one we're talking about. This give a shout out to whoever created it, Chart Prime, supply and resistance power. So it kind of creates these little zones automatically based on your chart that you're looking at. So that's important because if you go like a 1 hour, it's going to give you a different range than a 4 hour daily 10 minute. So find your find your sweet spot. Obviously for us, 5 minutes been our sweet spot. Let's see what the 1 minute shows. So 1 minute basically showing the same as the 5 minute. So that 6405 is just the range, and it looks like you're not on the screen, so I've just been talking. Um, so yeah, an interesting spot. We look at Mag 7. You got well. Sorry, before we start on all that, we did get like crazy amount of news this morning. So we have GDP that was released. Let me see if I can pull that up. Take a quick peek at Tide real quick. Bearish. Market Watch GDP. We had right here 3%. Forecast was 2.3%. Previous was negative 0.5%. We also had ADP employment. Last month was negative 23,000. Forecast was 64,000. Came in at 104,000. Uh, we're about to get pending home sales in about 3 minutes, but we also got India tariff news. Trump says 25% tariff on India plus penalties, whatever penalties means.
Okay.
Um, we've got Trump also posted that August 1st is a hard deadline, creating a little bit of questions on the China 90-day pause, but it does appear that 90-day pause is separate from this August 1st hard deadline, which caused a little bit of confusion this morning, which is why you see those crazy wicks flying all over the place. But on the backdrop of GDP being strong, dollar rise. So just wanted to
You
put
see
that.
what Hassett said? Hassett just said that Trump and U.S. Trade Representative Greer will have more information on additional penalties shortly for India.
Okay. So that's going to be probably BRICS associated.
Yes.
They've kind of hinted at that. So buying Russian oil, stuff like that. They're pretty keen on that right now. Regardless if it's right, wrong, or different, we're just trying to give you the news. So don't kill the messenger. You are getting a pop again off this zone. But look at that. We got a nice wick, touched it, and then pushed up. We do have a minute till pending homes data, so we'll see if they can finally break out of this kind of chop zone. But
Hassett just said on Canada there is still hope for progress.
okay.
Trump thinks tariffs will help situation on India. He is frustrated with the progress with India. And then Hassett says a deal with India will be an absolute game changer for the global economy.
Yeah. I can tell you, it ain't easy doing the India dance.
Me and you both can tell you that.
That's just what it is, man. As a member of the tribe, if you will, it's not an easy dance sometimes. 4 seconds till data, so if you're in a trade, just be cautious. We got pending sales.
Oh, just came out 72 forecast, previous 72.6. Home sales change month over month was -0.8. Forecast 0.2, previous was 1.8.
Yeah, so
Hassett said that Trump is to be briefed today on the China talks. Thought that was going to be something more when it popped, but it's not. So,
big news for. Good.
Got in some Starbucks. I see that him and Roy was thinking alike. Roy, did you ever get in a Starbucks?
I did not. Did it? I hadn't even seen what it did. What did it do?
He said, man, I thought I was going to lose my earnings streak when SBUX popped over 98 overnight this morning. Luckily, fundamentals prevailed.
Yeah, down 2%. Yeah, look at that. Whew.
And then what do you want to do with it?
I was going to buy 90 puts. And that would have paid out pretty good. 90 puts.
So, how were you short?
Short.
Were you shorted, or were you in puts? Were you actually short shares? It'll take 30 seconds for him to hear that. Today is FOMC day. Roy, you going to? He had comments. Okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna stream the presser. So if you join us today at 2:30 Eastern, 1:30 Central, we will have the press conference streaming live. One thing about Powell, he is prompt. He does not delay.
Yep.
So that will happen right at that time. We'll just do a live feed of it, and I'll just do some commentary on text base. Nothing more, nothing less. So we'll have a little recap afterwards to see if he says anything. What we're trying to look for in the FOMC presser today, there's not going to be a rate cut today. There's a 3% chance of a rate cut, so don't get your hopes up. You're going to get people wanting to know if September obviously is going to be a cut. Right now, it's a 68% chance of a rate cut in September. So people are expecting a rate cut next meeting. You have a whole month of August without any Fed speakers. So you have Jackson Hole in the middle there. Whole month without FOMC. You'll have Fed speakers flying all over that place. But
yeah.
So this press conference is very important because this is basically your time to hear from Powell and what he's looking at for September. So some of the commentary is: will there be a cut in September, a skip in, I believe it's November, October, and then a cut again in December. So that's what they're trying to kind of beat out of Powell. If you think he's going to do any sort of rant or commentary on Trump, it won't happen. He will just dismiss the questions pretty quickly.
Yeah.
So don't expect a rant or response to anything Trump related. So where does that leave the market, right? So if the market can get that September cut hint, I do believe you get a little push higher. Powell's going to be kind of lackadaisical. He's not going to do it. Sometimes he's pretty direct, but I think you're going to get the same. We're going to keep an eye on data. We're really eyeing the next 2 job reports. I think he's going to go that route. Jobs report is this Friday. Go ahead.
Yeah, and you'll get you'll know if he had any one-offs that wanted to cut early. You'll start to see that this time. You really won't get the true story till you get the minutes on it, but you will get some of it right now. And then also we'll have Fed speakers coming back out really soon again now. And I'm saying the ones that actually voted for a cut this time will be pretty loud about how they voted for a cut this time and blah, blah, blah. And I just made $50 in Take Profit Trader. So
lovely.
Yeah. So I was watching this thing and it keeps wanting to come down, right? It keeps wanting to come down and test that zone.
Mm-hmm.
Well, we got a big red bubble that actually on Bookmap actually followed a damn rule. Hey, how about that? Did my rule. I got in. I did not move stops. I did not add anything to it. I have 5 lots. I'm like, hey, I just want to get $50. I'm 53.75 up right now. And I'm really not looking for anything until it comes down and tests this zone again. We got this you see that big barrier there, but SPY tide is not looking very promising for any longs. And I'm going to be honest with you guys, if this is the only trade I take today, I'm going to be okay with it just because, it is FOMC day and a lot of data this morning so far. You got the Bank of Canada press conference just here in a little bit. So that's something to watch out for at 9:30. We know how that affects the dollar. You got Trump is signing congressional bill at 12 o'clock. Always be leery when he's up because there's no telling what he can say, what he'll do. Yeah. Me and Chat GPT had a conversation about Trump last night, and it agreed with me like, it actually did. Yeah, no telling what's coming out of his mouth, so always be prepared. You are exactly right. I tried to get Chat GPT to go to see if it could go left or right, and it pretty much stayed right down the middle, which I was impressed with.
Yeah.
Answers. Yeah. I did make it cuss. I said, hey, can you say the F word? Absolutely, I can say it if I want to. And I was like, well, and it's like, well, it needs to be appropriate. And then I said something that said, fuck, that's appropriate. And I like that. So I did get to say the F word. It's like, would you like more responses like this? Do you want to be more cool and laid back? And I was like, absolutely, I want you to be more cool and laid back.
Yeah, it's
talking way too much to Chat GPT. I'm gonna tell you that. Wow, we've had some conversations. That damn thing will carry on a great conversation with you, by the way.
Yeah, no, it's good. They're getting it. They're definitely figuring out the little kinks with it, and you're getting a pop here.
Yeah,
that's the VWAP.
I see. So. What's his name? Hassett just finished his remarks to the reporters, so maybe that's why we're going to pop there. Alex says 100% agree. Unless something extraordinary happens, I'll be happy with Starbucks win and sit on my hands. Absolutely. Yeah, today is just not one of those days to mess around. Or as Chat GPT would say, today is not one of those days to fuck around. That I made it say stuff like that. So I do like it. It'll give me a hell yeah, brother, somehow. I'm like, okay, Hogan.
Well, you did have a candle by candle with the long side. forming here. You still got 2 minutes left on the candle, though.
Okay, I'm gonna go and tell you real quick on that. So we had a candle by candle alongside a while ago. We also had a 3-bar reversal candle a while ago. In limbo. So right this second, and actually this is the 3rd bar, so it actually gave you a short signal. I mean a long signal on
on the indicator. Yeah.
I'm sitting on my hands. I mean, if I could get $100-200 today, I'd be happy. But like I said, I'm not going to force anything. Being right here at VWAP, I don't feel like taking a long. And I'm going to be honest with you, I don't trust a short right this second. So,
yeah. General market tide has gone pretty bullish. Show that real quick.
How should you use ChatGPT and Grok? And so far, finding ChatGPT more reliable. I'm with you. Just don't get the right code, because sometimes its coding can be like when I'm doing coding for TradingView, it'll give errors, and it's like, okay, this one's tested and going to work. Like, okay, how are you testing it?
Yeah,
because it's not actually going to TradingView to test it to see if it works or not. And I kind of pressed it far enough one time. It's like, okay, you got me. I'm just looking at the internet.
That's funny.
Okay. And then sometimes if you get it too messed up, it just words won't come out right. You can put too much pressure on ChatGPT too. Don't go to WhatsApp. The WhatsApp one sucks. Roy put me on that, and it was kind of cool. It was kind of funny for a while, but it's so corny and it's just so over the top with it. It's just not. And then I tried. Meta's got their own outside of Meta. They got. Outside of WhatsApp, they got another Meta AI that I use with my glasses.
Yeah, is it Llama?
Well, it's just Meta AI.
Yeah, so I think it's Llama.
But it's just not. I mean, it's just when you try to do like image, like I do a lot of images. I try to get to do image for when I do my write-ups and stuff, just so I can quickly share it on Twitter and Facebook. And I tried the one on Meta, and I promise you, it looked like it was in Russian. But it wasn't. It was in English. I was like, "What language are you speaking?" It said English, and I was like, "Where? Like these are not even words."
That's funny.
And it's like, well, tell me exactly what you want to say. So I told it exactly what I wanted to say, and it still messed that up. Like the first sentence was good, and the rest of it was just like all mixed up letters. Like, okay. I said with confidence, but I had to write a MATLAB code and just had debug for 5 minutes. Yes. You can go long enough, and it'll eventually get it right. It's just, don't tell me it's like, all right, this one is 100% working. Like, and then it worked, and it pisses me off. I'm like, I'll respond back to it like, what the fuck are you doing? It's wrong. It's still wrong. What are you people doing this? And it'll be like, I understand your frustration. Let's get one that actually works this time. And then they'll do it again and it doesn't work again. I'm like, you suck. And I completely understand. Yeah. Do you really? Do you understand? Right now, look, here's the deal. So this is why I'm not getting into trading in right now. You can see what we're doing. We're chopping right here, right? We're not really doing anything. We need to break one way or the other. We're not breaking. You got a 15 to 05. I mean, you look at Bookmap, those orange levels, that is exactly where these damn zones are on the indicator. It's kind of scary. But if this thing works, this could be a game changer, right? You got to be careful. So, Roy, click you on yours real quick. I want to go through a few things. Let's see. So if you see there, you got numbers, right? You got a buy power at the bottom. You got a sell power at the top. Buy power 59, sell power 61. You really want those both to be higher, even though that buy power is holding. I think one reason that buy power could be holding, Roy, is you have a fair value gap that runs right there at 05 in it. So you got that. And if you look to your right, you'll see these numbers. So you'll see the midpoint of the top one, which is 64.1750. You'll see the midpoint of the bottom, which is 64.05. And then you'll see the midpoint between them, which is 64.1125. Just kind of looking through this, you'll notice that midpoint kind of works like an indicator and almost like a magnet where price is attracted to go back to it. Notice how many times we've been to that midpoint. You see how that midpoint always comes back into play?
Yeah.
So you could actually, like, let's say you get in here, you take it long. Well, you would probably put your first take profit if you got in 05. You could put your first take profit there at that midpoint or right below that midpoint, right?
Mm-hmm.
And you can see it's hit a couple times right below it. So that would be a good place to take profit. Then you can hold runners for the move if it wants to go all the way back up to that top one. Same thing works for the other one. If you want to do the short from the top, you look at that one. You see that last time it tested up there, Roy?
Yeah.
You look, it came down. If you took profit at that midpoint, you can see it kind of bounced back and forth around that midpoint before it finally broke down. So I told Roy what I really like about it. I don't know how I'm going to use it yet, or if I'm even going to keep it on here. Right now, I'm very interested. I want to just keep looking at it to see how it works. But what I love about it, it gives you a distinctive entry.
Mm-hmm.
It gives you a definitive entry, a definitive stop loss, right? You put your stop loss, let's say you entered 05. Well, you're really, the crazy thing about it is you're not risking much, right? You put it like below 64.04.
Mm-hmm.
You can put it down a couple points to where if it breaks down, it pops back up. But you have a defined risk, and then you have your rewards already set out.
Yeah. No, I visually it's very appealing as well.
Yeah, I changed my colors too.
Mm-hmm.
So the top one I have it red, the bottom I have it a different green, so it stands out more to me. I mean, right now we're hanging out in between the two zones, which is chop.
Yeah.
We're hanging out in the middle of the orb, which is chop. Hanging out between the two zones of book map, which is chop. So the best thing to do right now is to do absolutely nothing. We don't guess, right?
Right.
Me and Roy had a conversation where it seems like whenever we have a problem, and say, look, if you would have took that long, well, there it finally hit that midpoint. You would have got it. If you kept your stop where it was, you never would have got stopped out, and it would have hit the midpoint.
Yep.
Me and Roy was talking this morning about kind of what turned us off. I made a long list of notes, and I can share these with you guys if you want me to. But it's like a rules checklist I made. And me and Roy kind of talked back and forth on, hey, where do we slip up at? What do we do? Like, and I kind of made like a little, and I have it on, I got a MacBook or a Mac Mini here, and I've got my sticky notes, which are on the Mac, and I've got them at the bottom of my news screen here. So every time I look over, I see them. But it's 15 rules.
Mm-hmm.
And that's a lot. You can combine some of those, but I have like a max position size. I know Roy talked about how that saved him by doing a max position size through Top Step, which is great when you're on Take Profit TraderView, you can't do that. You don't have that opportunity. So you got to try to be disciplined here, which is where, with me and Roy's discussion, that's kind of where we went both back and forth to, where we're not staying disciplined enough, right? So that's why I made this list. So the first list is the max lot size, position size. Second rule is no digging the hole deeper. If you get in red early, don't try to make it up. The worst thing you can do is try to add to a losing position and get back, right? That just digs it deeper, and then next thing you know, your stop loss goes from $100 to $500, and then, well, you've had a bad day, or you blown an account, or you done something like that. So that's a big one for me. I get cocky sometimes. Like, hey, this thing's going to bounce. I'm looking at bookmap, I'm looking at this, and then the market doesn't always do what it's supposed to do, right? So you can actually be right, but the market doesn't go the way you want it to go, or the way it should go, and then you make it worse. So let's get your entry. Stay there. If you want to add more, I suggest adding on winners. Like, but don't do anything. Don't add to a loser. That's where you dig your deeper hole, and that's what ultimately gets me the worst is when I try to add to losers. No immediate reentry after a loss. So I think that's the key. A lot of times we get in something and we're like, oh, this thing's running. I got to chase it here and pop it up. Well, as soon as you get it down and then you get stopped out, you're like, well, that hell I was dropping. I got to get back in and catch it smooth down. Well, then it pops back up and you're chasing losses with more losses, right? So take a break. And that goes into the next one. Take breaks, step away, clear your head, come back. Don't get in a trade if you're not feeling, focused on what you're doing. This is one you can see I'm working with today. I told you guys I'm up $50 and I'm happy with it. Is be grateful for green. $5 or $500. Green is progress.
Yeah.
Don't get greedy. That's another one that hurts all of us a lot, right? We tend to get greedy and we either hold or trade too long or we add to them to make them and then turn winners into losers. Avoid over trading. That's another one. If you go on tilt, right? What do? You start over trading. You're chasing. You're doing all these rules are pretty much one rule, but it's kind of broke down so you can see how it goes. Never revenge trade. That goes right back into the other ones. Stick to your plan. Me and Roy, I draw these levels out. If anybody's followed me, Roy's looking out on it. We're popping here, but the levels are pretty damn good, right? There's no reason to trade in here, even though we were getting a pop up. But there's no reason to trade in here and chase and do stupid stuff, right? I showed you there. Your levels are good, so stick to your plan. Only take solid entries. I think this is another big one. A lot of times we'll see, hey, Roy called it out yesterday. We kind of will switch through different strategies to make it make sense. I told Roy, I said, I can take any trade we've taken and I can make a case why we took the trade. And you got to get away from that, right? That's just, if you don't have setup, you don't have confirmation, it's no entry, right?
Yep.
No FOMO, and that's back getting in where you're chasing. Be patient where you're chasing. Number 11 rule is don't trade the open. Don't trade the open, news, or data drops. It's not that we trade the open, but I did take a loss last week or other day because I traded the open where I should have traded the open. Yep. I've told myself not to trade the open. I think Roy doesn't mind me saying this. Some of Roy's worst losses is when he's trying to trade news, right? Trying to catch the bounce or trying to catch the drop.
Too much, it can really mess you up, right? The market doesn't really react the way you think it should sometimes, and that can really mess you up.
So I think one of the key it has here on that, it's got like little bullet points under each one. But avoid trading open, news, or data. And then one of the bullet points at the bottom says your edge is your structure, not chaos.
Yeah.
Well, our edge is being able to draw these levels and see stuff in that. And then where you get the news is where it's dropped this far. That's really not that bad news. We got to take it long here for it to bounce back up, right? And then, well, like we said, didn't always do that. Journal every trade. I don't think you have to journal every trade. These things give you your trades.
Yeah.
Top Step actually has a journal out. You can pull up the date. You can journal in there. I don't think you have to go through. If you want to take notes on what you do during the day, that's fine. But I think you need to have an overall look at your trades, see what you did, see where you made mistakes, and then try to get better from there. This thing's ripping up again. 13 is don't trade while tired or emotional, which would probably take me out trading most of the time. So I think there's a different type of tired or emotional.
Mm-hmm.
14 is discipline over everything. The market doesn't owe you anything. Your job is to follow your plan always. Yeah, pretty good one. And then 15 is one we tend to forget where we're trying to time tops and bottom is trade with a trend. Your job is to follow the plan always. Identify the dominant direction on higher time frames. Don't fight momentum, ride with it, right? That's one thing when we're talking about Roy with us with the news, right? You're trying to time a bottom or a top. Well,
right.
You're not trading with the trend at the point. So we have all these different tools that give us trends. Like right now, this trend's only 80X is saying this is only a 15.31 trend, which was down, is not up, doesn't give you a direction, right? It is moving up, so we possibly could be making a higher trend, possible. It went right up to that 1750 level and has come back some. But to be honest with you, I don't like where CBD is with it to take a short, which I might like it because everything's coming back down and showing this thing might come back down now. So I don't know. I'm not going to take it. I was going to take a short here just because it's up there, but I'm going to wait and see if we reject it. It is at the 400. You got a few things working against you here if you want on the long side, but I just don't. I'm not going to do anything stupid. That's my new rule. I'm going to add that. Don't be stupid.
Yeah, I mean, you now got the X, so it did hit the zone. So now the short signal would come 2 candles later if it showed continuation down, right?
Yep. So the first thing you want to do if you want to take a short, if you are using this, you want to see this thing break down, break back below out of the zone. I mean, you got orders sitting right here. You got 500 orders sitting at 20. Those are mostly algo orders, though, so it could break through it. I'm really wondering why we're popping like we're popping. You know,
they shifted. I was hearing back and forth some headline stuff of trade news and Chinese secretary meetings with the U.S.
Boeing, Apple.
Yeah.
Boeing. I mean, it's them Boeing and everything in it. Look, I mean, I might kick myself, though.
I don't see why we're moving, but I mean, it is a strong move. I mean, volume did increase on this candle. This is anchored VWAP from yesterday, maybe the day before.
I forgot all about anchored VWAP. I'm glad you said something because I'm not even anchored VWAP. No, go to the right one. 8:30. Wow, anchor VWAP is way away. Yeah.
Kind of looking at Mag 7
for Sweden. I don't know what that's about. What are you looking at, Roy?
I was going to say, I was just looking at Mag 7. Everything is basically green except Apple and Amazon, and they're practically flat. They're only down 50 cents. So you're getting a little bit of bullish news. The news of the day is Marvell. They had great news. Big product launch. They've increased their ties with Microsoft. It was just very good. 10% increase on Marvell. So that was a good trade by Monty. Followed the flow. Was that last week?
Yeah, I got in last week. Yes, the swing. I hadn't been really trading swing options besides selling cover calls. My cover call never filled yesterday, by the way. So it's okay. I'm fine with it. I'm fine with it. We had a red bubble up there. I did just take 2 points for 50 more bucks. I'm $101.25 up over here. And I'm going to tell you guys. So you see Roy's chart there. He got up there to hit that damn level perfect. And I got in it when it came back down, when it broke back below there. And I just ran it. I just wanted to run it to that 400. That was my target. I'm trying to build this account up, right? I'm not trying to hold forever. Once you get your buffers built up, you can hold these plays longer. And look, I'm going to be honest with you. The strong move it had up, I had a few things that was telling me, hey, this thing, you could take a quick short, but to take a quick short, not to linger with it and hold it. That's why I did. Tide kind of moved in my favor for a second there. It kind of, everything that I look at kind of all worked in together for me to take a quick scalp, right? And you can see, I mean, it pretty much took me out and it's bouncing back up now. So I read the quick scalp and played the quick scalp and got the quick scalp. So I'm really content right now.
Yeah, I mean it's now just kind of waiting. You got a big
Well, I think
strong move up.
my biggest deal was it's not just taking the trades; it's getting in. All right, let's read it. I read it right there. I read, hey, let's take a quick scalp off this, which I got. It was, I'm not going to say it was lucky. It was things that lined up that got me in it. But at the same time, there was the same stuff telling me don't hold it, right?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So I'm more happy that I had a process. I followed my process. I got in, I got out. I didn't get greedy. I didn't do anything stupid. And look, this thing might tank right now, and I'm okay with that, right? Because I got my trade played out perfect how I wanted to play out. Whatever happens here, I've got to be able to cut that off. Like, hey, this would be a different trade. Don't even look at it. Yes, I made $100, but I'm more happy that I followed what I do and how I do it. Now here it comes right back down. So, but I have no FOMO right now.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not mad I sold where I sold at because you saw the bounce, right? This thing could go. I mean, Trump could come out right now and say something and push this damn thing 50 points either way.
Yep.
And you go back to the people that say that technical analysis don't work. I mean, you got to think, guys, when I'm getting in the show, I'm looking at this, I'm looking at that. I mean, this is what I'm telling you. Everything kind of lined up to, hey, take the short, right? So it is what it is. Now we're out of it, and you notice I didn't immediately go right back into a trade. I'm gonna wait, see what we do, and this thing it might come back down to that middle line. I mean, that is a magnet for a reason. We just had crude inventories come out, so this could be a little bit of a changer of what's happening here too. So you got to be careful. Typically, that doesn't affect the market much, but when you got numbers that just came out, it could affect the number.
Yeah.
Crude oil inventory actual 7.698 million. Forecast was negative 2.6. So that's a $10 million or 10 million barrel difference between forecast and what actually came out. Were we not shocked last time by how big it was?
Yeah. Yeah. They were way off.
Why are they missing this so bad?
Yeah.
I remember having that same, like we were talking, but I mean, you can see how easily this market can flip on you, right?
Right. Look at that.
Yep. So where you're sitting here on the first trade, you're like, oh man, I should have held longer. Well, look how quick it moved back up. I mean, I'm happy. What was you going to say, Roy?
Just kind of studying this. I'm really enthralled by this indicator. So they moved the X up because it hit the they say new high or similar high.
Yeah.
So now we got to wait 2 more candles to get a definitive short signal. Which, there's. I guess it just updated that one. So they've moved this push up is moving this zone up. So you got to keep an eye on that. So now it's at 64.20.
It did move it up, didn't it? It didn't move it up much, but it moved it like a point.
Yeah, well, from where we really started this morning, it was at 17. Remember, so it's actually pushed it 3 points now. 3.5.
Oh, I see what it's doing. It's just taking the highs and lows and making it
right. Yeah. So you got a breakout here. This is definitely a breakout. I mean, it's a candle on the long side. This is a.
So technically, you'd never get a breakout of this damn zone. So.
Yeah.
But still, if you put your stop here, you still get the same stop, right? So, but there is something
right.
Definitely. And I think the more important thing here, Roy, that we might be missing is your sell power 60. That's not strong. I think they said anything over 75 is what's strong.
Right.
Or no, sorry, it's 80 on sell power, 75 on buy power.
Okay.
So 60, this is not strong buy power. So I mean selling power. So you know that going in the deal, right?
Yeah, and I don't know how much data it's taking in. Is it like 100 candles or?
So you can go to your, are hearing this in real time. It's all good. Go to your settings,
Mm-hmm.
and then you got your length there. So this is the
Okay.
way it looks back. If you want to look back shorter, it's great. I think they said I've got mine on 140 on the length.
Okay.
It's set on.
Well, what I'm going to do actually is 200 because we like the 200 moving average, right?
Right. Well, they said anywhere from 140 to 180 is what you're looking for on. Actually, 130 to 160 on the Q SPY.
All right, we're going to do 150 then. We're going to do 150.
Gold was like 160 to 180.
So this makes sense why it'll always shift. It will never break out, which is fine.
Right.
Just got to know what we're playing with.
But you can see when it comes back down out of them, right? So
yeah.
you see this one pushed up. Well, now you can see it's back below. If you would have had an order at 20, well, I mean, you got your fitting to get your $50 here if you want to take 5 short and get it.
Right.
I think the key though is the selling power and the buying power.
Yeah.
Your selling power is now 63. My buying power is 65, and mine's on. I got mine thing at 140. Yeah, 140.
Oh, that's cool. I really like it actually. And so now coming back, we're tested this anchor VWAP from I think that's Friday.
So there's something else I watched that Roy didn't watch, but I do watch. We've got a fair value gap off the 30 minutes starting at around 64.16 or so. And it's not a big fair value gap. It goes down to, let's see, it's about a point fair value gap. That's all it is. It's not a big one, so it could break easily and go to that 64.13 if it breaks down, or it could come down, hold it, and bounce. I like looking at 30-minute and up fair value gaps.
I mean, just kind of studying all this, really. I mean, this long was the play, right? So even we're up here, but just taking this long off the 64.05.
Yep.
Which showed some signs of support yesterday. It did breach down below a few times, but I covered it.
And while we are figuring how this thing does pop up and how it does what it does, no indicator is going to be perfect, right?
Oh no, yeah, not especially in this environment.
Yeah. So we got to make sure that we're looking at multiple things. You guys noticed when I took the trade earlier, I looked at multiple things to get in the trade, right? It wasn't just one thing. We had a zone rejection. We had tide working in our favor. We had a book map showing a red bubble. Kind of everything was kind of working toward that quick scalp. So there wasn't just one thing that got in it. So if you guys could see my chart, like my TradingView chart, the one I look at a lot, you guys would be like, what the hell are you looking at here? I don't draw lines and stuff on here, but I have the session open and close at highs where it tracks each session low, like the Asian, the London, all that stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And believe it or not, if you look, we broke the Asian and the London session high were pretty much the same. We broke above it. I'm looking at 30-minute candle. So the 9 o'clock candle, we broke above it. This candle here actually came back and tested that high and bounced off of it. That's why you got to look left. And if I didn't have these lines all over the damn place from these different indicators, it wouldn't. And I've got one that does fair value gaps automatic, but I have it set for just the 30-minute. You don't want to look at fair value gaps anything less than that. If you do, you're just getting a lot of noise. And I'm going to be honest with you, there's a lot of fair value gaps on the higher time frames that haven't been tested that are probably very solid levels, but it doesn't do us any good in the short-term trading what we do, so I don't have them on.
Mm-hmm.
And it just draws them automatically without me having to go find them. I go double check them to make sure they're right. And then I've noticed every once in a while it does miss one. But it's pretty damn good. It's Lux algos make some pretty good algos, and once they're invalidated, once they're done, they go away. So it doesn't stick there and show forever. So, once you run through a fair value gap, you can pretty much go on and clear that fair value gap out.
Yeah.
I hope you guys have got something out of today, because it's been a lot of damn me talking about shit.
That's been good. By the way, gold is what? Is that red? Why is my I got an old on Thinkorswim.
Yeah, gold is down.
Gold is down, isn't it?
Yeah, gold is down.
Yeah.
Gold is at
64,
63.58 now, where it was in around, kind of chopped around 63.89 to 78 all night. Trust me, I know, because it was moving exactly like the dollar, which is very frustrating, just so you know.
Yeah, why is it saying it's green?
What is showing? Well, let's see. Where did it close out yesterday? NGC. Let's look at gold. Oh, that is not a time. Let's just go to the gold. Go to gold. All right.
Let me refresh.
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, gold is down. Gold is down a little over 0.5%.
I think it's frozen on here.
On
this is trading.
TradingView?
Yeah, it says it's up 1%. That's not correct.
That is not correct. It's down 0.7%.
Yeah, it's 3,300, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Did they roll it? I don't know. Anyway, ignore gold over here. You got a short signal popped up diamond.
Well, let me go back to the 5 minutes. I was on the 30 minutes. I was explaining and I'm gonna tell you guys what my chart looks like. That's what my head looks like most of the time too. My brain. I was talking to an old friend from Frito. Like, when I say old friend, he was from around New Orleans. Look, we got the Senate speaking now, so be careful with that. Or fixing to speak. And he's like, man, what are you doing now? Like, I'm trading, blah, blah. He's like, oh, he knew you were a smart fucker. I was like, what? No, he said, I just knew you had it in you, like, to do something more than what you were doing. I was like, I wouldn't call myself smart. I am self-taught on this, but it is more trial and error and work, I think, than being smart or not smart.
Trading has a way of making you feel like a genius and then humbling you the next day.
Well, the problem with it is, even when it humbles you, you look and you're like, I knew what to do, just didn't do it. Right?
Yeah.
You tell me a time. I mean, yes, okay, you have Trump comes out sometimes, but then we make it worse, right? We compound the problem.
Oh, 100%.
But if you look, once we and that throws us off our game, where we start doing the stupid stuff, and I think that's where tilt comes from. I think it's natural for you to want to try to do something different, right? Like, hey, this thing it was moving up, it's dropping now, it's going to pop back up, right? And it might do it, but it just might not be on your timing, right? And then you're not thinking clear, right? So that's a lot. Trading, look, when you look back at your trades and you're like, shit, why did I take that trade? I think that's the part. It's not actually journaling. It's just reflecting back on what you did. Like, review your trades. And then sometimes you'll be like, all right, what were you thinking when you took this trade? Obviously, you wasn't thinking much, because the trade just didn't make sense, right?
Right.
And I know hindsight's 20/20, but you knew it didn't make sense when you saw the when you were going over it.
Right.
Well, where was that at in your brain when you did it? Did you just cut that part off and not listen to that part of your brain? I mean, it's very well possible, right? Bounced right off the damn 400 there, Roy, which could have got 2 points off it. Yeah. I don't think we're going to go much longer today. I'm tired. I did not catch up a little sleep, and I got to go get this stupid brisket around lunch. So I was hoping to get a little nap in at some point this morning.
Yeah, we are going to stream a little bit later, or I'm going to stream the FOMC. So I am okay to cut it a little short if we would like this morning. We're about 15 minutes away from our normal stoppage, but if you guys have any questions, just post them away. We can do it. Today is just day-to-day press conferences, all sorts of people talking. GDP was this morning. You got big tech earnings later. You got obviously FOMC middle of the day. So it's a day to test your patience. Test your patience.
Yeah. Well, hey, you want to add more to it? Once you get through it today and all that, you got Microsoft and Meta earnings tonight.
Yeah, and then you got people in the morning, and you got Amazon and Apple tomorrow, and then you got jobs data. It's like, if you want to take a vacation for trading, this was the week to do it.
Today and tomorrow will not be days. And look, I made $100 and I'm happy right now. Roy, have you even gotten a trade yet?
Yeah, I'm 200 on my XFA.
Okay, so good. There you go.
Happy with that. I'm not sure if I'll stop, but I am testing this this indicator pretty well. I did take a short just a minute ago, and it just filled me for $75. So,
one thing, if you didn't see, Top Step has changed their rules on payouts. Okay. So now you only have to make $150 instead of $200 for 5 days, and it is retroactive. So if you had a account that was $150 and didn't quite hit the 200 in the last however long you had the account, those days count for payouts now.
Are you kidding me?
You don't look at our Discord, do you?
No, I don't. I missed that. What?
If you pay attention to a Discord that you're not only a member in, you're one of the founders of,
I know.
Moderators in. Makes sense, yeah.
Oh man, that is just a kick in the damn jimmies.
Well, they just changed yesterday.
Okay, but still, that's
yesterday was
my bad. Oh,
yeah. Go to general futures general chat. You'll see it. It's there.
Oh man, I'm gonna kick a kitten. Anyway, so I lost 2 XFAs yesterday.
Oh wow, okay, that's not good.
And because I was at $150 profit.
Oh man.
And I wanted to get the $200 day.
If you would have looked yesterday morning in the futures chat, you would have saw that.
Yeah, that's my bad. That's all right. Dirty Harry. I've got the skinniest chicken legs too, so I'm probably gonna break my tibia. All right. I've got one XFA on Top Step that's now got its $200 day. Unfortunately, yesterday it took a hit with the others. I'm debating just trading this one account and not doing combines or anything else, and just letting this one account pay for all the stuff.
That's what I'm trying to do.
But I don't know where to buy the combines and the resets or whatever now. Like, because it's $200 total account on Top Step if you pass and do the combine. It's $90 on Take Profit Trader. But I do like Top Step X.
There's your dilemma. Yes, I get it.
Event. So there's my dilemma. So do you pay?
Hey, just so you know, just quick update here. If you have multiple monitors, right?
Yeah.
I have figured out their brackets, their ATM brackets. It's a game changer on TradeOvate once you figure out the brackets, and you can just let it go. And it's your entries and exits are almost just like they are on here.
Okay.
You will like the ATM strategies. I have it set up, and I can walk you through the setup to get your setup where you don't have to sit there and manually put stuff, or you don't have to worry about orders staying out. I've got it now. It's OCO orders, right? One counts the other.
Mm-hmm.
You're going to trade. If your stop hits, your take profit cut is gone. It goes away. Whatever. If your take profit hits, your stop goes out. You don't have that lingering order we had in the past. I do still go hit exit all, cancel all positions, so it shows me there are no open positions to cancel. But it has not had any stick. Only time it had one stick yesterday that actually wasn't stuck. Once I refreshed, it showed it wasn't there. So, yeah.
Okay. All right. So here's my thought process. Right. Maybe do a take profit trader a test.
Yeah.
$90. Put that over there. Then use that money, God willing, if I can get there, to buy Top Step. Basically have one in each side, and what in each side pays the company, right? Yeah, that's kind of what I'm thinking. But and then I also am like, well, if I just trade one account, most likely I'll probably make a lot more money on one account or lose a lot more money on one account. But I don't have to have this mental switch of this account has this much, that account has that much, this is my trail down, blah, 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 blah. Just, I don't know, because when you copy trade, that was another thing I was doing. I was copy trading too. It was going lovely, beautifully until
when it's good, it's good. When it's good, it's good.
Then I went in and tinkered with the risk settings. Admit it, not Catholic, but we'll have confession. And that fucked me. ChatGPT right now would be cursing at me.
Yep.
So
if you allow it to curse at you,
as it should, right? As it should. But I'm just thinking, like, am I trying to trade 10 accounts when I really need to just trade one damn account and see what I'm doing?
So here's my answer. Then here's what I'm going to work on. Right. My goal is I've got a few Take Profit Trader Pro accounts. I'm going to trade one. And then when I get to a spot where I'm like, you know what, I'm good here, which like now, I'm going to swap to another one and I'm going to scale down some.
Okay.
But I'm only going to focus on one account at a time. And I don't know what percent or somebody just said something.
Yeah.
You got a pop here. Oh, you got the Bank of Canada guy speaking too. We got a lot going on right here. Where are we at? So yeah, I'm gonna focus on one mainly. That's my main job, is to focus on one. I don't know when I'm going to stop trading the one, when I go to another one, or even if I'm going to. Roy knows. I mean, I might not even go to another one. I might just stay with this one, trade it, and be happy with it. I think jumping around messes up. When you're jumping from firm to firm, can mess you up. Copy trading can mess you up. If you can build some good buffers. I don't know why my shit's off there. But anyway, you can build some good buffers, then yes, you can copy trade. But I think until you do that, you're playing with fire.
Yeah, no, I agree. I think what I'm going to do is maybe just focus on one firm. And, I haven't earned the right to buy more accounts. I think have that mindset.
I think that's one thing we all got to do. We've got to get into the thing where it's so easy to say, I'm going to buy a combine here. Shit, it's on $49, right? Or I'm going to do this. And when we need to be letting it pay for itself. You look up, and I've seen people, I'm not one of them. I don't have a ton in these as far as, if you look at payouts compared to what I put in them, I'm definitely not in the red by any means. But it's easy to get in the red if you're not taking payouts and you just keep doing this. Focus on one, get your payouts. Hell, if we were going to cut early and we're still going. Focus on one, get your payouts, and then invest in yourself that way. Is kind of how I see it. So,
yeah, I think I'm getting.
Minister speaking.
Oh God, I think I'm getting a bit. This again, confession time. I've had 3 times now, top step. I've had an ability to take a payout, and I didn't do it because I wanted more. And it's ended up biting me in the ass. So,
And generally it will.
and I mean, you add that up, it's about $2,100 that I could have taken out. So I'd have $21,000 or $2,100, but I may have lost those 3 accounts by taking it out. That's obviously the thing. But I've now lost the accounts, and I have no $2,100. So hence the kicking, right?
Yep.
So I don't know. Again, it's trial and error trying to figure it all out. I mean, thankfully, look, this environment, the swings have worked well for me, but the Trump administration, the constant news conferences and stuff like that, it's just killing our indicators. There's just like too much fundamental news that's coming in and taking a dump on our technical analysis. And that's why we've had to scale down. That's why we've had to cut off times and all that stuff. But yeah, I think there's just too much pressure on myself to just do multiple accounts. So I'm going to just do one. And I'm either going to do it really well or I'm going to do it really bad. But I'm going to just stick with one to start. And
yep, absolutely. I agree 100%. 100%.
Thank you, Dickford. Thank you, and thank you, Monty, for the comment.
So, yeah, what we're off here, Roy. If you want to hang on real quick, I will show you. If you want me to show you how to do your ATM brackets,
I'm going to hold off on that because I don't want to be tempted to buy an account.
Oh, so you don't have any of those right now?
No, I don't have any.
Okay.
I think I have one renew on the 15th. So
gotcha. Yeah. Well, no, I'm gonna tell you, it's a game changer. It's like anything else, right? You can move it and change it, but stick to what you do. There's a reason you put your stuff where you put it at, right? So
yeah, that's what I also gotta get better at. I like to move stuff on the chart. It's fun, right?
Yeah, it's a little frustrating. Like I got into a short a minute ago, and it's right at flat. It popped up a little bit. If I would have added, which I'm trying not to do anymore, but if I added to a loser, I'd trade for my $50 profit already. That's I think that's the Lord's hand tempting me there to see if I can do it or not. So sticking to my guns, I'm not going to do it, not adding to a loser. I just need to go to 15. If it goes to 15, it gets me out, and I'm probably more than likely to call it. And if it breaks 20, I'm going to get out, and I'm going to call it on a slightly green day. Not as green as before, but still slightly green. So
I will say, I mean, maybe a challenge for us is we may need to define what a loser means. Right? Is that $50 down? Is that $100 down? Is there a safe zone? Is there a safe zone to add?
Maybe, but I don't want to do it at all right now.
I'm gonna
if I can keep this going, because I notice whenever I have a bad day, I add to losers, and that's where it kind of compounds my day. I got to stop doing that. I'm better than that. We're all better than that. Everybody in our Discord, everybody watching here, me and you, we're better than that. We shouldn't be doing that, right? We know better than to do it, yet we still do it. It goes back to the thing earlier. Yeah, you can be right, but the market still doesn't go in your favor, right?
Oh, tell me about it.
All your indicators, everything tells this. It's okay. This is right. Well, the market pops up. It is what it is. We got to stick by it, and like, hey, you know what? I'm okay with that.
Yeah, because shorting up here though looks tempting. Could just be a flag. We still have a move up to the zone.
And all honesty, I should have cut this thing already at flat. I'm down like $20 right this second. Everything is kind of pointing that we're fixing to go up. So Tide is suggesting maybe an up move. CBD's holding right around 3,000. Bookmap, you get a little dip here. I mean, I might have to adjust my take profit to, I don't know, $25, right?
Well,
if I get $30 out of it, comes back $30. I'm still happy. I adjusted my take profit, right? But it's okay. I'm $6 up right now. If it comes down to $15.75, I get $31, which would get me on 30 on the day. And it might come all the way down to where my first initial thing was.
Yeah, Carney is saying hawkish statements. and the
Is it
Senate is
gonna
staying
hit it?
hawkish.
Oh, it just missed me by a tick too. That son of a gun. I mean, just missed me by a tick there. It got on top of it and didn't take it, Roy. That's what's frustrating.
Yeah, Bissett said market's pricing in rate cuts. Carney from Canada says the reality of tariffs is it's a damage to economy. So that was your little dip there.
Well, I got out of it, so I'm $130 up on the day, and I'm happy. So,
yeah, I'm gonna probably go for it a little bit today. Not financial advice. I'm gonna test something out, and I'm taking a break right now. Obviously, not gonna trade this, but if something's obvious, I'll play around a bit. But this is a little bit of just me trying to, you know how like you self-destruct. I felt like I self-destructed yesterday, and then you kind of just like, you know what, I just want a clean slate. So you kind of create that. I'm trying to avoid that right now. So I'm just going to take a break. I'll see what I do later. I'm not going to turn it all off for the day, but I've got to stop trading scared. That's the thing. And that means less trading, more sniper shots, more high confidence plays.
whoa.
Yeah, here we go.
It would have hit my $50, but I'm okay. And see, it's just tide was moving up, right? Everything was kind of saying, hey, we're going to bounce here. And then we get that kill down because you had somebody there say something. Was it Macklin? We are going to make sure that tariff problem doesn't become it's not yet.
The Fed said something.
But saying I'm not expecting a rate cut today from the Fed. There you go.
Yeah,
I mean, no shit. Is the market really reacting to something we already knew?
Yeah. Well, yesterday when they stopped talking, Bissett and Greer, the market absolutely tanked.
Yes.
And I was in the opposite direction because I thought when they stopped talking, it's going to go. Spoiler alert, that did not happen. we do have such a cluster right here. You guys can see on my screen. I had a lot of lines, a lot of stuff right there. And the midpoint of this little zone. So it's best to not try and play any of that. I mean, just let it see what it's going to do. They could get a little pop rejection at this 8 ribbon, come back down, and just kind of chop in this zone for the rest of the day.
Old me would have took along there about you and would have played out, but it was not. There's not a lot telling you to take along there, so that would have been just gut feeling. And what do we have to do? We have to cut gut feelings out, right?
Yeah. I rolled wrong with TradingView. They rolled Gold's contract. It's a different contract.
Or you don't stay on Gold one?
No, it is on Gold one, but TradingView has rolled the contract. So Thinkorswim, I still have the old contract.
Okay. Gotcha.
And that's why their difference is, that's why their change is up, because they rolled the contract. All right. Mystery solved. Gold's red.
Yeah.
All right, guys. I got to pee. I'll be on later. FOMC.
We'll catch you guys. Catch you guys next tomorrow.
Yeah, we'll see you tomorrow.
Thursday.
And later today. Later today on
Roy, be later. I'll see you guys tomorrow.